Hey everybody, welcome, Falcon One Shot. We're going to be taking a look at Enemy here today, which, if you're wondering what's it all about, it's a game that's coming out on Steam on March 12, I want to say, and the best way I could describe it is essentially think of X-Com, the original X-Com, thrown in with a bunch of NES type of references and inspirations with a Minecraft type of look to it, where just about everything in the environment is allocated for you to actually use. I know it sounds like a really weird combination, so instead of over here talking about it, let me just show you what it's all about here. So let me go into new game. We'll probably have to pick a character over here, so let's see, what do I want my character to be named? Let's just call him Falcon, just to make it a lot easier for us. Create. When you do this, you're going to be over here thrown into a choose an appearance. This doesn't really affect things, I don't want to say, I'm pretty sure that's the case, but just for the hell of it, let's go with this redheaded ginger boy over here. Not a rude boy, he's a ginger boy. Hopefully it's not offensive to anybody. And let's see, we have a genre action. What this actually entails is it gives you like a little bit of a background, at least what you start off with, I'm pretty sure. I had a better run going with the action class, so I will. And this over here, you can choose a history for your individual. You are an android model, blah, 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 created by a rogue AI for infiltration and assassination. So this will have different little histories you can kind of choose for your character over here. I'm going to go with this one right here. You have long traveled between the stars, until one day your craft was shot down and you crashed into this land. So I'm going to go with this one right here. Let's continue going forward. You have 5 action points to kind of give off to different type of skills over here. Everything's going to have a little different thing to it. Melee is pretty much self-explanatory, I would say. Range, same thing. Bombs lets you actually use Molotovs and bombs to throw. This will actually affect your throwing in general, the throw skill alone, which is what I talked about, how the environment is completely to your advantage, where essentially you could break down a tree, use the tree stump, and then throw it at enemies, and you could even pick up dead enemy bodies and throw them. It's really, really interesting in that regard. I'm going to go, however, with Melee 1, Endurance, Mind. I think Mind is really important because your characters actually tend to panic and flee depending on you taking damage, you losing a character, or even being shot at or attacked by an enemy and missing. It'll still affect your mind, which will make your characters go into a panic mode, which, I'm not too crazy about, just because I feel like I've gotten in situations where my characters tend to panic just because somebody is shooting them off screen, missing completely, but they'll still panic. I mean, I understand the concept behind it, but sometimes it could really throw you off your run altogether. But sometimes it could also work in your favor, because when they panic, they'll actually rush the enemy and basically wipe out the entire map. So it's kind of like a little 50-50 type of thing in there. So I'll do mine, I'll do health, and with my last point, I guess I'll probably do one more for melee over here. So let's go, okay? This land has seen better days. A brutal Cyclops rules the forest. And essentially right now what we're learning about is the game has 4 big bosses in a sense. The slime devours the plains, so we've already talked about the Cyclops, there's the slime. I think the next one's probably a rogue AI. And a vampire drains life from the swamp. So essentially what your goal is in this game is actually bring down these 4 bad guy overlords in a sense. You want to gather friends, and you can see this little map over here. It'll tell you where, who is where, what is what. We're starting off down over here, and for the most part, Falcon, we've heard you need help, blah, 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 blah. For the most part, I am pretty sure that your first 2 friends are just randomized in general. Right now we got the dude with the rifle, and I think this is a bowman class if I'm right. So that is good to know. To show off what I was talking about though, for instance, let me go over and walk over here. Let me go into attack mode. Let me attack. Oh, is that a ninja? I think I just spotted a ninja. Oh, that's totally a ninja. And the other interesting thing is that everything in the game that you see is basically to your... you could use it essentially. So if I was to kill this ninja, I could take his ninja suit, I could take his weapons and use them to my own advantage. So everything is basically available to you, which is I found really, really interesting altogether. So what I'm going to do right now is, because we already spotted a ninja, instead of showing off the whole debacle of breaking down things and using them to your advantage, we'll just let it happen as we play along. So we have a ninja over here, I have an archer, and luckily I have 2 range classes starting off, which are actually pretty good. So let me jump over here with the archer class. And important things about this game that you really need to know. You could crouch. Crouch lets you actually sneak up on enemies, which is really, really important. It also lets you probably take better coverage behind certain areas like rocks or trees, for instance. You'll probably be less liable to be hit. And there's also a jump mechanic as well, which I will show off soon. But right now, let me just sneak around. Not that this ninja already pretty much sees me. He has a pretty good advantage point on us because there is these fucking wired fences over here. So we kind of have to kind of work around them here. Let me send Halo Dude up and around over here. We do have ranged on him, so he is a melee class, so he does have to get close to us to kind of do any damage, so we do have that advantage going for us right now. Let me swap this around over here. Alrighty. Still just hanging out over there. Oh, spotted somebody else. I see a Grenadier. Grenadier classes will throw Molotovs, and they will inflict fire on you, and that is really, really deadly. I have lost a few runs just by fire alone, because I'm still not entirely sure how to get rid of fire. Once you walk out of a building, you won't be able to see in there, but if you hit page down, you'll be able to kind of peek in here, so you can always raise and lower levels to your advantage here. So, for now, let's just continue going down this way. And I think that's pretty much all of our turns for now, right? Well, Morgan has a few more moves over here, so let's move forward a bit. That's probably all we're going to be able to do. We'll end our turn. Let's keep an eye on this guy over here and see if he actually comes towards us or it's just a ninja. Ninja just fucking traveled pretty far and got a few attacks in there. We got a player interrupt at the very least, but man, we already took a significant amount of damage here. So now it's back to us, or no? No, it's not back to us. Oh, I have a player interrupt, meaning what player interrupt does is if you have a few extra points left over after your move, you have a chance to kind of retaliate in the middle of battle here, assuming you have enough points for it. So for instance, I would like to just, well, I really can't do much. I have no points saved up. Let me just move over here, I guess. Enemy turn. Grenadier's gonna move away. So right now, since Morgan is actually quite hurt, we have to get rid of this ninja as soon as possible, otherwise we're going to be in trouble here. So let's see, this guy, what is his stats like? 40 health, 15 morale. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see about getting a shot over here with our archer, though. We should be able to get a pretty decent one on him. I'm over here still in creeping mode. Alright, move a bit forward. Rotate this camera a bit. I might have a shot right now, let's find out if I do. 100% chance to hit, 25. We'll take it right now. We got him for 18 damage, so that's not too bad. He's almost just about done. I have no other attack I'm going to have to say, right? No. No, absolutely not. It's going to take 25 more, and I'm already down to 13, so I'm basically done-ski. Let me swap over to my main character, Falcon, over here, and see if we can get some melee attacks in here and just finish this dude off. 22, so let's go forward. Got a stab in to 11. One more should just about do the job for us, I would say, hopefully. There he is, he's done. Got 50 experience for that. And the Grenadier luckily does not know that we're here right now, so he's kind of wandering about. There is also an line of sight type of thing to this game where you can, like I mentioned, sneaking out enemies is actually really beneficial to your overall well-being. Now with Morgan, I'm going to go over here and just show off the whole interaction mechanic that I talked about. For instance, he dropped these knives over here. I could pick these up right now. Stabbing weapons, but again, Morgan's more of a ranged individual right now, so it's kind of really pointless to use that. However, I am hurt, so let me go ahead and drop this heal on myself here. Alrighty. Good. Now, the inventory is basically shared by all of your characters. You could dump a lot of stuff in here and then switch them over to your satchel, and the satchel is what each individual character is going to be carrying for you. So, Daedalus, he's done. Falcon, let me come over here and I'll have Falcon take the knives because I already have a knife, so I guess it'll probably benefit me a little bit more if I do, although we could also just move into the inventory, because I don't think I need two. I would rather keep the shield and a knife because I don't really want to dual wield right now. So that seems pretty good, and we are done here. Now, in terms of what I mentioned about picking people up and even, taking all their inventory, if I walk a bit forward, I can interact with the body itself, and as you can see over here, I can take a sweet-ass ninja attire and use it for myself. However, it's going to cost me a few points to do that. So instead of doing that, let me just put it in my satchel if I have enough points, which I do. Do I have enough for the mask? I do. And move this over here. So I'm going to basically just go full ninja on next turn once I have a chance to actually equip all this stuff here. And that was a female ninja, and she also got some gold. So I'll put the gold into the inventory itself because I don't really need to carry it. And that is about it. Now, this person's going to be over here buck naked. Now, if I am right, I would like to... I don't think I can pick her up. I think you might need to level up throw in order to pick stuff up and throw in, because my individual doesn't have any points in the throwing class. I can't pick up and throw right now, so that's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to show that off, but so be it. Alrighty, so we do know there's a Grenadier over there. Let's move forward a bit more. Yeah, we spotted him again. Not a big deal. Everybody else is just about done-ski, but I will move forward a bit more if I can. Do you happen to have any throws on you? No, you don't. And what about you? No. Okay. So I can't really show that off right now, which is unfortunate. Now, Morgan, let's move you a bit forward. Just stand on top of that dead body. Fuck bodies. I don't care. Desecrate him. Now, this guy's gonna be scary. Please don't throw that Molotov right now. Yeah, for Molotovs, you definitely don't want your characters to be all bundled up together this way, otherwise it's a good way to just wipe out your party instantly. So this guy over here is, what are we looking at here? Level 1 Grenadier, health 40, morale 45. So it takes him a bit of time to actually break him down and go into panic mode, so we have to just take him out as soon as possible here. So let me use my archer. Now let me see if there is a shot. I'm not sure what the third... What is this one supposed to be? Click to set your... Excuse me? I just want to read it. Current action to aim. Okay. That's probably to increase focus on an aim shot or something. Now, let's see. Do I have a shot over here? I do. 58% chance, 25. So I could take two 58% shots right now. I would rather just have one really good one. So what if we move down... Oh god, no, I was still in aim mode. And that's what I meant about the whole environment being interactive. As you can see, I shot an arrow over here and I wrecked some of this. If you were to do this through the trees and break them down, you could use the logs and throw them at enemies that actually cause damage. So now we're kind of fucked a bit here, because I bungled that one up. So let me just move over here and just spread my characters apart, because this Grenadier is going to actually do a lot of damage otherwise. Now, can I get over here with Falcon and get a few shots in is my real question. It would take me 43 just to get over there. Before I do that, though, let's take a few shots from afar, because usually with the stab, you will push characters back, so I would just be pushing them back and giving Morgan a harder chance to actually get a shot in here. Right now, what are you looking at, dog? 79% chance, 25. You can actually get two of those. Try it out. Okay, we got him. 39, that's really, really good. And as you can see, we wrecked the fence while we're at it, too. That's pretty good. So he's almost basically done. Just one hit will probably do it, so let's have Falcon come over here and just finish this off for us. 39 for a stab. Go ahead and do it. He's Dunsky. Not a big deal. Alrighty. So that's good. Now let's move over here. The Molotov's right here. Since none of us could throw, it doesn't really benefit us, so I'm just going to interact with this and put it in our inventory for now. And then once we level up, or maybe get another future character that could throw, we'll probably use it for him. Oh, excuse me. For Molotovs, you need bomb, not throw. Now, if I interact with this guy, I could take his sweet gorilla pants, which I probably will. I'll just put this in the inventory for now as well. And in terms of Falcon, I don't think I have enough to actually use the sweet ninja gear, so I'm going to hold off one more turn for that one. So this guy's done with. I think that's just about all of our turns here, right? Oh, actually, Morgan has a few more moves left. Alrighty. So at some point, the map will tell you how many enemies remain. So I think it happens when there's only one enemy. So right now, we've taken down two. I'm not entirely sure how many are going to be in the first map. I think it's usually pretty random. Last time when I did this, I had 3. The other time I had like 4. But it will tell you when you're almost done. And you can leave the map beforehand and actually progress towards the bosses. You don't necessarily have to kill everybody on the map. This is only there if you want to acquire a few extra items, a few extra gold, and more experience before you move forward. Otherwise, we could just book it right now if we wanted to, and we'd be fine. I think as a matter of fact, we could book it through here. Let me find out if that's the case or not. Yeah, exit the area? No. So I could leave right now if I wanted to. I'm over here just moving freely, but remember, the cover is actually really important. The game has a big inspiration from the original X-Com games, so cover is really important. Just being out in the open like this is definitely going to get you killed, but right now we are just in seeking mode, so hopefully before we run into an enemy, we'll be able to spot him from afar. But of course, that's no guarantee that's going to be the case. Before we progress, there you go, fucking full-on ninja mode. I love it. You come over here, my friend. Alrighty. Think we're done over here. Let's end our turn. Hidden movement. On occasion, too, you can spot footsteps. I'm not sure how that happens. You might need a particular type of skill leveled up a little bit, but I've run into the situation before where it'll be like, you know, oh, you hear footsteps and it'll tell you what direction they're coming from. So, again, I'm not entirely sure what that entitles to just yet, but it does happen on occasion. I think it just depends on, I guess, the stats that you've leveled up in a single class here. Let's have you do much of the same. Okay, we spotted another ninja. Perfect. So, right now, let's have you go into crouch mode and we'll get behind this tree over here. Now, Morgan, you have a really good chance to kill this guy before you even get into any big trouble here. Same with Daredevil. So let's have you get behind this pillar, sort of rock formation, and let's just end our turn. Maybe this ninja will spot us and come after us. No, he's booking it away right now. That could be because he knows that we're there, but oh, there's another grenadier too. Or mercenary. So we have a mercenary and a ninja. Mercenary does have a rifle, so he will have some range attacks on us, so this could be a little bit dangerous. So it's about time we move forward. I would say over here. Remember, that guy could shoot through this fence much like we did as well. Falcon, let's have you I don't want to get in his line of sight right now. So let's just get you behind this area over here. And Morgan, see about just moving you. Okay, so the mercenary does spot us now. Do we have a shot on him? 24% chance? I don't really like it. But you know what? Let's take it. Oh! Oh, god damn. So right there, what could have happened there, even though I missed and I hit that tree, had that tree actually moved and hit him, that would have been damage for him too. Again, the environment is destructible and you could actually use it to your advantage. So not only just throwing it, but if, say you were able to break down a building and the roof collapsed on an enemy, that would be a lot of massive damage as well. So for now, let's just move over here. We have a character interrupt. He didn't take a shot though, so let's just move over here. Now we're kind of wide open. This guy might be able to take a shot at us over here, and he will. Oof. And those blue numbers you're seeing right there, that is our mind. So whenever it hits below 0, they will break. So right now, this guy's at 44. We have a player interrupt though if he wanted to take one, but I'm gonna hold off on that. As a matter of fact, 22%? Nah, I don't like it. Let's actually just hold off on it then. Let's move over here if we can then. Okay, there's a little bit of a fortress over here too. As you can see over here, the tree actually came down and broke down some of that roof too. So yeah, we're done over here. He'll take another shot. Oh, that one landed full point blank. That only landed because I moved my character forward, so I have only myself to blame for that one. Alright, Dallas, let's see about getting you maybe over here. And if you aim at this guy's gonna give me 52 plus aim. So let's take the aim. And then, let's go for a shot. 99% chance to hit, perfect. Boom! One hit kill, dog. That's a no-scope challenge right there. So good. That's a really good aim that we just took right there. So everybody has a level up. We could essentially throw down some points over here. So Falcon, let's go with a little bit more melee for you. Morgan, let's see. We'll probably go and do some more ranged for you. And Dallas will probably do maybe health for you, because you're a little bit low on health here. Okay. So now Falcon, remember, there's still a ninja about. The ninja doesn't worry me too much, though, just because we have a few range classes to kind of deal with him. The ninja's over there now. Okay. So just get behind this pillar, or rock. And Morgan, let's just have you come down over here. What I'm hoping for is to just get rid of this ninja now, and that'll be the end of it. Oh god, I didn't spot that one. Uh-oh. Nope, that's no good. No es bueno. Ninja's coming all the way down over here. Get a little bit of stabby action. Did we block that? I think we actually blocked that with our shield. That's actually pretty sweet. I've never seen that one before. So yeah, that's a real benefit of the shield right there. So since he's up here close and personal, we just stab him away. And he is basically fucked at this point. Another ninja down. However, this guy does have range on us over here, so we have to get kind of close. Oh, Jesus Christ, as you can see. We are running more than a few enemies right here this time around. Okay. Let's see about... I don't know, man. We have a shot over here. 28% chance to hit. What about this ninja? 23. I'm going to take an aim, and I want to see if the aim carries over to the next turn. So this is going to be a 39% chance to hit, right? Good. I want to see if it carries over to the next turn. Now, Morgan, you definitely need to get behind some cover now because you are effectively boned. Although, let's see if we could actually shoot him with an aim shot here. Fire at point? No, that's no good. Well, I could do an aim and then try it out. So we'll do aim, and then let's see here. 69% chance to hit? Yeah, 33. So let's go with the 69. Magical number of all time. Boomski! One enemy remains, which is the ninja over there. Excellent. Now, I don't have a shot over here, do I? No. Can't get through that building right there. So this ninja might end Morgan, though, so I gotta kind of book it right now. So let's just move back as much as we can. This ninja will come forward here. Oh god, what are you doing? Oh, I just threw a smoke grenade. What a piece of shit. I hear footsteps. Yeah, I know. You better be careful, dog. This guy's kind of behind you. Alright, so... well, let's move over here. We see the ninja, so this could be it. This could essentially be it here. 47. Let's do an aim. And then we'll take our shot over here. Got him. Not for the kill, though. How much HP does he have left? Well, I think Morgan should be able to finish it off. This guy is relatively close to us anyway. 96% chance. Yeah, this is over. Boomski. Area cleared. Everybody got a level up. once the area is clear, you're basically free to move with everybody around. So you can just kind of pillage the bodies that are left over, or you can just leave the area in general. So we're going to leave the area, exit the area, that's fine. And this is enemy. This is definitely enemy, and over here we have a few chances to move. We could continue moving forward through the jungle. We could actually jump to this Greenland terrain, which will head us over to the Cyclops. And there's also different villages you could check out, get more people to join your cause, buy items and more weapons and things of that nature, hitting villages and things like that. But as again, it's mostly enemy in a nutshell right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support always does mean a lot. I'll have the information for enemy in my description if you want to check it out for yourself. Either way, I will catch you next time.